four eyes, two sets of eyes are better than one. And two guys looking outside the airplane at the end is much better covered. Back to the two-man cockpit. And even the Air Force is doing the same thing. Now watch. They are landing an aircraft one every about 45 seconds. So they come by the aircraft carrier 800 feet above the ground, do a decelerating turn, and lower the gear and flaps, and when they're over the deck of a carrier, the tail hook. By the way, the tail hook was down on the right V flyer today. I didn't tell you that. At any rate, they're going to come back around and demonstrate what it's like to land on a carrier at sea. They'll slow down to about 175 miles per hour, allowing to about 15 seconds, and a 3/4 mile final approach point to touch down in an area not much larger than your driveway. They will set up for doing exactly what happens when they will land on the deck of a carrier. Just in case the tail hook doesn't catch one of the 4 wires stretched across the deck, they will then shove the throttles forward, whether they catch the wire or not, to give them enough power to go around if necessary. We'll hear them and see them do that as they aim for a precise landing point where they will touch down and go around, and they will call gear up, flaps up, hook up, and go on around. Watch we go. Power is on. They are back with full afterburner coming on. They are literally in ground effect, less than 30 feet above the runway. How do you like the Super Hornet now? When the flight physicians have hooked up a fighter pilot with monitoring devices to be read later, they find there is greater stress under certain nighttime and bad weather conditions. More stress landing on the deck of an aircraft carrier than
very close.
No, there was 2 or 3 knots that they had to play with there. You know, I had a flight with the Blues just this past February, and I did the sneak pass with Lieutenant Commander Frank White, number 5. And at that time, the last time I looked at the airspeed indicator
scared the bejesus out of you.
630 knots. The world went by very, very quickly.
That's loud,
so you've
man.
had both realms. You've had the right flyer at less than 60, about 49
Fast.
70 miles
and
an
you
hour.
saw the other end of the speed envelope for the Blues. Yeah, and I